Hey, hey, hey! What's going on, everyone? I thought we'd make this a little bit easier. If you want stickers, they're free. Ooh, there you go for all your tool needs. Check it out. I know. Got that one. Oh boy, there's another one. Podcast, that's right. Get your podcast on.
Get your podcast.
What's up from Texas and Tennessee? Oh boy, one more. You want those shirts? Yeah. Definitely doesn't want those shirts. There you go. We got one more sign we'll show you in a little bit. You notice some show and tell on the counter.
Look at that.
Woo! Yeah.
This one.
What's up from Wyoming? We got a phone. I don't know where they went. Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
All right, let's wrap this song up.
What's
because
going
we got
on,
a big
people?
show full of lots of fun and excitement here for you today. If you read the title, do you even DM-RTA, bro?
Bro.
So this show is being brought to you today by
AudioControl.
AudioControl and the fine makers of the DM-RTA. So we're gonna spend some time today. What's up, Jason?
Hey, Jason.
Markland in the house.
What's up, Markland?
Love that last job, by the way.
Yeah.
We have it here. We're gonna talk about it. We have a special deal for you right off the bat. If you get it from us, or get it not from us, so to speak, actually, if you get it from them, we have a coupon code which we'll explain in a little bit. For those of you that aren't familiar with the DM-RTA, we're going to be talking about it throughout the show. We'll start off right off the bat, though, is that it is a new revolutionary tool, this guy right here, that whether you're a hobbyist or an expert or wherever in between, if you're one of those guys, this is a tool for everyone because this will save you money, time, effort, and all the fun things that go along with it.
And yes, you can have these DM-RTA. You can have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no problem.
So, let's get right off the bat. So, it is Windows compatible, it is Mac compatible, it is iPad compatible, but we're holding that one for a little bit. We're going to show you that in a minute. Now, what will this thing do? It'll do a ton of stuff. It has built into it, as you can see here, it has an RTA built into it, hence the name DM-RTA. It has a voltmeter built into it. Now, if you guys would like to actually see this in action, I'm going to link to it after the show, a video on how to use it in a car doing a high level integrating into a factory radio, all the ways you can use it. Suffice it to say, now, this thing is 650 bucks. Now, I know what you're thinking right off the bat. Oh my God, 650 bucks, Dean? Really? Hold on. Let me show you something here.
Yeah. So, yeah, like you say, we make a cool video about the DM-RTA, how to use it and everything, so make sure to check it out.
So you guys have watched this before. You see this right here. This is the PAA3. This is a handheld
X-Men.
RTA.
Yep.
It's 500 bucks. Okay?
Yes.
And all this does is RTA. It's 500 bucks. This has one built into it.
So this one has your voltmeter, SPL meter, right there. Polarity checker. Oh yeah.
This is an oscilloscope, people. These are expensive too.
Right there. Oscilloscope.
Oscilloscope built into it.
Yep.
Now, what can you do with an oscilloscope, you ask? Well, oscilloscope is a replacement for this guy right here. This is the SMD DD1. This is what you use to, it's got the cool little lights on it to see when there's clipping. Well, before this, we'd use an oscilloscope.
What's that, Sean?
And we could see the cool square wave. This has that same ability. So if you play your 1K or your 40K, and then you play -5, -10,
What's that, Luis?
40, you can see the square waves, you can adjust your gains that way. Then if you want to do gain matching, meaning let's say you have a front and rear and you want them to match, you have a voltmeter built into it to do that. Or if you have multiple sub-amplifiers, you can do the same thing. We all know how much these things cost.
Ooh, yeah, why not? What's up, Johnny? Thank you, Adrian. Robex, what's going on from Trinidad? Robert Gonzalez, what's going on from Cali? What's up, Jay?
Now, some of you might have handheld oscilloscopes / digital multimeters like the Lumi and like the TPI gimmick here. This one is ridiculous. This is reasonable. These are $80. You should have one of these too. I'm not gonna lie. You should definitely have one of these. Yep. But you're still gonna need a voltmeter of some kind in order. This has it built in. Now, the other thing is, let's say, a handheld RTA. One of the most recommended ones we use is this guy right here. This is the little AudioControl handheld RTA that you mic. The SA4100i that you plug into your iPhone. This does great. There again, built in.
Correct.
So all of a sudden, oh yeah, polarity checker.
Yeah, you forget for
almost forgot.
Come on, man. This one has all.
Well, we got polarity checkers over here. I got too many in the drawer to matter, but it's built in.
But like you can see it right here in the screen. Has the voltmeter, RTA, SPL meter, polarity checker, and oscilloscope.
Cool, can't wait. PCFR 687. Anyways, so for $650, this all of a sudden looks a lot more reasonable.
Yes.
Because there was a lot of money in that drawer that we just pulled out that this is going to go ahead and do. Now, the DM-RTA is right here. It comes out of the box. It comes with a clip for right here, so you can make yourself a cool set of leads. Basically what we did is we took this. This is what allows us to meter speakers and fun stuff. It just plugs into here. Allows us to do that guy there. And then we can select what we want on there. So if we want to test a speaker, like a factory speaker, that says, hey, we want to know what it's putting out. We want to check for fake engine noise. We want to see if it plays full range. We can do that with that. Will this work for home, stereos as well? Yes, it has a battery built into it, so it'll either plug in on the wall or have a battery. Now, it also has a tone generator built into it, a pink noise generator, and all that fun. You see these two microphones in the back? That's one thing it does not come with, is a microphone. They have two microphones that you can choose from. We have the 20, which is this guy right here, which goes for $90, and then you have the 10, which goes for $145. This is the preferred mic. There again, both of them work. If you're a hobbyist, this guy will do it for you. Now, the one thing is it's Bluetooth.
There you go, Johnny.
This is the unicorn Bluetooth dongle that everyone has so been waiting for. When plugged into the expansion port right here, you can then use your iPad. That's right, we have an iPad.
Yeah.
And it's actually streaming from a DM-RTA off of screen right now. So we can come over here and we can adjust it. We can turn it down. We can turn it up.
Yeah.
We're basically looping through the pink noise through to the RTA right now. We can select sine. It'll go ahead and play the sine wave that we want. This is what we can use. We can actually, if your radio has an auxiliary input, is it rechargeable? It's totally rechargeable.
Yes.
We have one charging off to the side out of frame right now. I can unplug it. See, this is the guy we're playing with right now. We've just looped the RCAs through it so we can get a cool demo here. There's a power port here on the front that you can charge it with. This is the Bluetooth dongle in there functioning the way it's supposed to. We just didn't want the battery to go dead while we're on the show, because that would suck. So there's a lot of things that you can do with this. Basically anything you want to do is putting a stereo in a car. So this actually brings the price down as an installer to something a heck of a lot more reasonable. I'm here, professors. What's going on?
What's up, Wolf?
So we're done talking about this right now, but we'll talk about it more a little bit later. And if you guys have questions, go ahead. Yes, one tool to rule them all for sure.
Everything, yes.
But the reason why this is so cool, for those of you that don't follow AudioControl on their page and you're interested in this, now this guy right here is $150. Okay,
$150.
Hey, AudioControl is here.
There you go.
So this is $150. If you act today, you buy this. You can go to audiocontrol.com. Right here, coupon code. If you type in 5-star in the coupon code, they're going to go ahead and include this $150 Bluetooth dongle with the purchase of this guy here. Now, if you've already got a microphone, then you don't need theirs. You can use your microphone. It'll work with your microphone. If you don't have a microphone, by all means, pick one of those up.
So what you're saying is right now $650?
$650.
You type this code.
Type this code.
And you get this one for free.
You get that one included.
What?
That's right.
That's awesome.
Now there again, whether you're a hobbyist or a professional like us, this is a tool for everyone.
Yeah.
If this puts all these tools that are in that drawer and an accessible price point for everyone.
For everyone.
For everyone.
Yeah.
And this will take you to the next level.
Hey,
so
Daniel,
if all your friends
Guatemala.
are like, hey man, I know stuff. Do you know stuff? Well, yeah, I know stuff and I have a tool to prove it. Because you can be as smart as you want.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have the tools to test and actually figure this stuff out, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, you know, so... What's up? What's up, Lewis? Okay, questions. You got them. We're
Yeah.
here. Let's
Yeah.
answer a couple.
All right.
Let's get moving on.
Let me check what's going on. I got some.
Because, and if you have questions about this, by all means, please feel free to ask. Dang, I just bought an LC7i. Well, if you had an LC7i and you wanted to know, hey, do I need to do summing? Because summing is a big thing. We just talked about that last week in the video when we were talking about an Amp Pro versus an LC7i type product. You can take your DM-RTA with your test leads on them, select speaker input from your drop-down menu over here, this little spot. Now, you can download this app to any device. So if you want to actually play with the app,
that's awesome. Half from Norway.
hey, if you want to play with the app, you can go to AudioControl site, download it to your computer.
Yeah.
So you can...
So it can produce a low and medium amps?
It will produce a sine wave of any frequency you want,
yeah.
and it will produce a pink noise.
Like we say, we already shot a video about the DM-RTA. So
I'll link to it in the show notes,
can
Johnny.
check it out. Yeah, definitely.
But let's say you're going to hook up that LC7i, and first thing you want to know is how much voltage is coming out of that radio to make sure that, well, the LC7i will work. And an LC7i work because it'll take an obscene amount of voltage. But let's say you weren't cool and didn't buy an LC7i, you just bought a regular, inexpensive, high level to low level. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take these test leads, go to that speaker, we're going to play a tone. Now, like I said, if it has an aux jack built into it, we can just use the tone generator through these RCAs directly into that aux jack. Aux to RCA, plug it in, put it on aux, play a pink noise, play a 1000 hertz test tone if it's a mid-range, play a 40 hertz test tone if it's a subwoofer, and meter that output and see how much output voltage is coming out of it. If it's like, 3, 4, 5 volts, awesome. Hook up that inexpensive high level. If it's like 18 volts, whoa, you're lucky you bought an LC7i. Now the next thing you're gonna do is flick the switch and go directly over to the RTA. Okay, once on the RTA, go ahead and select pink noise. Now, if it doesn't have an aux jack, you can use pink noise or test tones directly from your phone or a CD or anything you want, and it'll work the same, it doesn't matter. You play the RTA, you look at that, you have this funky little graph on there, but you see there's sound in the highs and you see there's sound in the lows. All right, well, then, you're good. You can still go into it, but if you just see everything off to the left or everything off to the right, then you're like, oh man, I'm gonna have to do some summing. So you need to find that tweeter or you need to find that subwoofer or mid-bass and pair those things up and then do some summing on your LC7i. What does it say? No, I was talking about putting a speaker like load on inputs, like going into it. No, okay, so you're talking like a resistor. It does not have a resistor bank on it, so you'd still need to go ahead and pick yourself up some resistors from, which PAC does now sell, so you can get resistors now from Amp of America.
Yep.
They have 3 different sizes. I don't remember what they are, but they're the nice, nice white ones that everyone wants. So yeah, you'd still have to do load resistors if you need it. Can you adjust the sine wave plus or minus? 10. So the sine wave has, if you notice, there's a volume knob right here. So you can actually adjust the volume of the sine wave as well as the pink noise. So you can turn it all up and down on the knob, or right here, this slider in the software is your output level. So you can adjust the output level there.
What is your favorite RTA?
For tuning a speaker.
I have the PA3. Yeah, we have it. Yeah.
Unsure if the mic is accurate to use. We only use the PPA3 when measuring electrical. We've never actually used it for the microphone.
The PA3.
Yeah, the PA3. I feel it's too small to actually do anything acoustic wise, as far as like something where I'm going to have to adjust it. It's too close together.
Yeah.
For that, we either use this now, because with this, where's my iPad? So if you'll notice on here, right over here it says 1/3 octave. This is what your PPA3 is putting out, meaning we can measure let's switch over here to pink noise and we'll adjust our sensitivity up some.
Go a little bit closer.
Alright, so if you notice right here, so we're playing pink noise.
Yeah.
Let's go to 60. I'll go ahead and turn this down a little bit. Okay. Oh, no, let's keep it at 50 and we'll change our output level. Okay. I'm having a hard time here. 50. All right, so we're looking at pink noise right here. And this is a standard 1/3 octave. So if you have a 1/3 octave EQ, each frequency will line up. So you can go ahead and you can bump up and down. But let's say you want to use a parametric EQ. You can come over here and select 1/6. And now you have a heck of a lot more frequencies that you can choose from. Let's bump that up and make it look really big. Okay, that's not. And then we'll select 1/12. That's even finer. So now you can get super high resolution and actually see. As you can see now, there's a lot more going on over here than when we were like this. You can't even really see what's happening there. So the PPA3 is great for when we're doing electrical measurement, seeing what a speaker is actually doing. But now that we have this, we can actually get fine resolution and all in one, meaning I can go from, I can attach this and I can check everything. I can go soup to nuts, start to finish, and not have to switch. Don't get me wrong, the PPA3 will always be in my drawer and will always be something I use. Because it's a lot easier if I just need to do a service or something like that, or I just need to go out to a customer's car. I'm not dragging all this out. This is for in the install bay or when we're actually doing some, we're going to write stuff down.
Exactly. The Rockford P312, should I upgrade it? The P512 is supported. So, yes, that is going to be...
it's probably going to be louder.
And that's going to be louder. And when is going to release? Next,
I think next month.
Next month.
Yeah. As soon as we get it, you'll see it.
You will see.
5-year warranty about the DQ61?
Yes.
What is he saying there about that one right there? What did he say?
He just bought the DQ61 audio control.
DQ61 is a nice piece.
Yeah.
It's got an analog EQ, so you can get in there. We've done a lot with those, just like the... was it the LCQ1?
The LCQ1.
So it's like an LCQ1 with basic time correction on it. What's your opinion of the SMD multimeter?
Yeah.
We have them. We use
Christian,
them.
you need this one, definitely.
You know, the point, 112.
112.
Yeah, it will. No doubt. Yeah, because then you're sitting there going, I really wish I had a parametric EQ, which the Alpine does. So it makes life real easy. I can just go.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, fixed. 5-year warranty on. Oh, hey, there you go. Cool. Honestly,
really?
Just bought one. Thanks for the discount code. Oh, well, dude, thank you so much. There again.
There you go, man.
Coupon code. Now I don't want to make this show just about this here, so feel free keep questions. But if you do have questions about this is a great time to ask them because we, believe it or not, the reason why we have 2 units is this is the first. This is a beta or an alpha. If you'll notice on this one, there's this little cutout right here. They are allowing us to keep this because I was like, please let me keep it, because this is one of the first releases that they had.
Yeah.
So right now this one doesn't even function on the current software. They were like, we can update it for you, and I was like, okay. The functioning one is over there, but so we've been playing with this for a while and having a lot of fun with it.
Now that we have the other one.
Yeah, so that one's just fun to have. Plus it makes it easy for this.
Hey Dean, why does the PAC Amp Pro work with the VO
Why
system?
doesn't the...
Why? Yeah.
So the reason why the Amp Pro for PAC doesn't work on the 2018 Ford F-150s is the B&O system. So what happened is B&O actually uses a new software called A to B. And what A to B is a totally different, it's a rewrite of the software altogether. So the communication between the radio and the amp are different. Now they feel that the processor is still doing basically the same thing, it's just when it talks from here to here, it's wrong. So what they're having to do is they had to go back and they had to get A to B certified, and now they're in the process of dealing with it.
Yeah.
Word on the street is sometime, maybe summer, we'll see a solution from them for that.
Yeah.
Would you prefer to use a DM-RTA on an iPad or a computer? So because we've been playing with the first gen, what is that? Does it work with REW? What is REW? What is REW?
What is REW?
Hey man, what is Anthony? What is REW? I'm no good. Would you prefer to work on an RTA or iPad or computer? So, like I said, we've only had the benefit of working on it on the laptops up until this week when we finally got this
iPad.
Now, because it is over Bluetooth, It's a little bit slower because it's not a direct plug-in. So if you're looking for speed and accuracy and fast and you want to just boom, 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 definitely plug it in.
Yeah.
If you're moving a little bit slower, like taking your time and working, I'm a big fan of the iPad, mainly because I can put my connections all in the trunk and I don't have to, you know, we're draped, you know.
No, definitely.
We did use it the other day. The other day when we were playing with it, and we just literally set the box because it has a battery on the floor.
It's rewind on cassette player.
Oh, rewind. Room EQ Wizard. Oh, okay. It does not have any Room EQ Wizard. It ARIA is free PC RTA. Okay. ARIA is
that's awesome.
It's a free app. No, so it is designed to work with the AudioControl software only. So it is their stuff. Rewind on a cassette player. I like that one. That totally sidetracked me. Thanks, Jason.
That was cool.
But anyways. I feel we're probably going to use it on the iPad more so than anything. I've already ordered a 12-inch iPad so that I can use that more so than this. I'm not so concerned with the speed. I don't need it to be lightning fast. I just need it to work. So for me, and we just shot, when we did the Amp Pro video the other day, we shot it using the iPad because it made it so much, it was cool. That's what we used to get the voltage output. If you guys caught that video, was we were using the DM-RTA off camera. So we've actually been playing with it and having a lot of fun with it.
All right, hey Dean, I'm installing a Kicker IQ amp in my 2017 Ram with a 6-speaker. Will be the best to use line output converter, or will be the better solution like the DMA10?
Well, the Kicker IQ amps have processors, the DSPs built into them, and they also have high level built into them. They'll take up to like 11 volts of input. So if you just have the base model Dodge Ram, non-Alpine, non-whatever, you're good with the IQ amp. You don't really need to add anything to it. Just tap into the speakers and go. Now, if it has one of the premium sound systems, then you're going to want to pick up an Amp Pro to get your preamp section out of the radio for sure.
No, we're not going to stop using the other tools.
There again, it just comes down to speed.
Yeah.
So a scenario is this: if you're I mean, we're a small car stereo shop by no stretch of the imagination.
One car bay.
But let's say you're a shop that doesn't have those tools, like hasn't made the investment. Like to me, tools make me money. The more tools I have, the more money I can make, because that is because if I need something to do my job, I buy the tool to do it, because I feel as a professional I'm supposed to have all those tools. Well, there's tons and tons of car stereo shops out there that don't even own an RTA, don't even know what an oscilloscope is. So this guy is going to allow those shops and allow you, the end user or the hobbyist, to get all these tools that are in that drawer for $650. So will I stop using those? There again, it just depends. No, I mean that handheld RTA is a great piece. I can easily, like the other day, we had to we had a guy come in that had his left channel wasn't playing, and we're like, oh, wow, his left channel isn't playing. I can easily walk in there, grab my PPA3, plug it in, see what I'm looking at. Okay, I have a signal. Chances are good it's a bad speaker. Pull the speaker out, connect it, and be good. Now, since we didn't have the iPad, I can easily do that with this now too, because it has a battery, and I have my iPad. I can put it on the seat. I can use my Bluetooth that I got because I used coupon code 5-star, and I can do the same thing now.
Correct.
So, yes, this could replace all of them. I could conceivably sell everything in that drawer.
Yeah.
But I'm a hoarder of sorts, so that would never happen.
Hoarder.
Tools make skilled professionals much better and highly qualified. Exactly, Tim.
There you go.
Tim the Tool Man.
Tim the Tool Man.
5-star all the way.
Thank you. Somebody said...
Yeah, there was something down there.
What are your thoughts on the Rockford T4 6.5? I was very, very fan about the T5s.
Berry?
Like berry.
I like the berry slushies.
Okay. Yeah, it's just then
big fan.
Yeah, big fan.
Big fan. Yeah. I know when we were at Knowledge Fest, it was like, come on. He's like, just talk to somebody, Dean. Get me a set of these.
Give me
those. Give me a set of those. I'm going, dude, no. So he had two choices. He was either going to go with the T4 5s or the Focals.
The Focal. The K2s.
The K2s. Because they both fall into the range of sound that you liked.
Yeah, I like
we just ended up getting a really good deal on some Focals.
K2s,
so we went with those. If Rockford called me tomorrow and said,
I'm going to send you
dude,
T5.
Screw that. I just watched the show. And no, man, Fernando's getting ours. Then he's getting those. Because those were his first choice.
That was my first choice. Any
new Rockford this year? Actually, yes. If you go back and watch last week's show, we talked about it. We showed it. But to sum it up, it's just the P300 amplified subwoofers are new right now. The only thing they've released is that. So it's no new products per se. Other than like, the P404, which they released late, but nothing groundbreaking right as of now.
All right, hey, dude, 2015 Nissan Rogue. Select component has better mid bass. Focal integration, 6x9s, all the Morel Ultra. Tempo. Price point are similar. I'm in Philly.
So that's a great question. Integration versus tempo. Really, they're going to sound both amazing. So you're splitting hairs there. Where the difference is going to be, I would feel, is the power handling. The integration is designed more to work with like factory systems, so it works well with lower power than the Morels. The Morels really are going to want a small amplifier, something like an ACM 4.300. This guy right here. This guy right here, it's a small 4-channel. This would fit up in there. It'll give you some power because the Morels are going to want power. They're not as efficient as the Focals. So if you don't want to get into the whole amplifier thing, go with the Focals. If you want an amplifier, the Focals will still work, but the Morels will definitely be awesome. Love my T2 components.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Yeah, they're nice.
What did Tim say? Because what I've learned from you guys, I've become a much better installer. Everyone comes to me for stereo work. Awesome. Yeah. Lots of people happy.
Cool, man.
That's why we're here.
On the back website.
Under description.
Under descriptions. Is the Android before
with the F250? Yes, with the Bang & Olufsen system. Great question. And the reason why it will work is because the F250 is always a series behind the F150. So 2000, the newer F250s didn't get the A to B upgrade that the F150s got. F150s, they make more money on those. They update those faster. Technology in the F250s is always behind. So that is why that is listed as working. It doesn't have A to B in it. It just has Bang & Olufsen. Yep. So basically what they did is, it's not the Bang & Olufsen. Yep. Bang & Olufsen is just the sticker that's telling us what the difference between them is. It's the same stuff. They just, Sony lost the contract, Bang & Olufsen won the contract, they put new stickers on the car, everything is the same, yippity-doo-dah day. But that F250 got the stickers, but didn't get the software.
Oh, what's up? 5-star, love your videos, please keep a comment. Thought you guys ever messed with American bass.
Flexible speaker like Scar. Oh no! Epicenter will work great with any speaker you want to put on it. It has no... It doesn't care about the speaker at all. It just is there to make bass.
We sell American bass, but
not much.
Not that much.
Yeah.
Not that much.
I need 4 speakers for my 325i BMW. Subs aren't looking yet. We're pushing 2,000 watts. Any suggestions? Focal makes a great factory fit BMW, and Rockford makes a great factory fit BMW. I believe, is it Gladen? Gladen also makes a factory fit BMW. So there's three. There's 3 there. They're all gonna be German Maestro. You know, the German Maestro here in the States is really hard to get. So they tell me, because we have all the other brands. We really haven't looked. But I was reading something the other day where somebody was like, "How long is the coupon code good for?" Thank you, Johnny. While supplies last. That is a great point. So the coupon code is good for while supplies last. If you're watching this a month from now, chances are good. These have sold out, and those have sold out. So they didn't give me a definite number. They just said, run the coupon code, and make sure you say while supplies last. So once they run out, they run out. So act now.
Go and buy one.
And use your coupon code 5-star, AudioControl. And make sure you pick up a microphone. Yeah. Pick up the 10 or the 20.
Yes.
This is the more expensive one, even though it's smaller. It goes against everything we know. Did you guys...
what side can I buy an Epicenter off? AudioControl.
You can buy it from AudioControl or any AudioControl dealer in your area. If you're in the United States, you could always call Paul and he'll ship it out to you.
Yep.
If you're in the U.S.
If you're in the U.S.
At 727-216-6170. He's not there right now. Call him Monday.
What is your opinion on having iPad Dash? It's cool. It's cool. I mean...
I really have no opinion on it whatsoever.
Back in the day, I was like, I want an iPad Dash. I told you if you can help me to build an iPad Dash, I don't mount. But
sorry, you're late, Keith.
No.
I really don't need
Saludos,
anything.
Julio.
Are you guys planning on carrying AudioFrog speakers? Not at the time, which reminds me, I didn't wear my shirt.
Oh, there you go. Bring it on. Hey, what's up, Mexicali?
Basically, like that Sony radio. I really like that Sony radio, but I don't. Actually, I would probably, and that would be it. Hold on.
All right. Let's see. Question. I have a 97 Toyota Avalon with 4-inch all the way around. Weird shape, Bose style enclosure. Non-premium sound.
AudioFrog shirt, baby.
Woo,
frog spray.
Yeah, if they don't make speaker adapters, we normally make it for the 4-inch Toyota Avalon.
You know, okay, so who was it that makes those now? Well, really? They make them? Powerbase.
Powerbase?
Yeah, Powerbase. Powerbase was in this week. They were talking about they want to come guest on the show, and they were talking about the new speaker they just came up. They actually have a factory replacement Bose funky little 3-hole Bose now, so you might want to check out Powerbase. Do the Halo skip the iPad? Frog wash. That's right. Got the frog wash. Woo, yeah.
Go a little bit back so they can see the whole thing. Right there, right there.
Good?
There you go.
So, for those of you that know me, I hate frogs with a passion. Hate them so dearly. But I really like Andy. So I was like, hey, I'm going to buy his shirt. So I bought this shirt. They did not give it to me. I went onto the site, paid hard money for this. So support the cause.
That's a cute shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
That Bernard, that's the guy for the iPads. Yes,
that is correct. Soundman is the guy for the iPads. Contact Rafa. Get that done.
Yep.
It is a nice shirt. The only problem is it's long sleeve, and so I'll probably only get to wear it like twice a year. But it's nice because I don't have any really long sleeve shirts, so we're golden.
Yeah, let's see. Hertz, it's awesome. 3-way Mealy are the best. Yeah, Hertz is awesome. They're really nice. My first speakers that I heard, that was the high energies, so they're really nice.
I with the IQ amp, I've honestly never heard an AudioFrog speaker ever. No. If you guys watch the Facebook show, we talk with Ada all the time. Ada owns Absolute Electronics out of Maryland. You could probably give him a call and ask him what he thinks about the AudioFrogs, or just call Andy. But Andy's not. Well, I would call Ada at Absolute and talk to him.
Say, hey man, these guys give me your number, so please.
Everything, talking with Andy, I like the product. Just because I've never heard it doesn't mean I don't, it's a nice, Wisconsin. Yeah, no. It sounds like a great product. Everyone that I've talked to that has it or sells it is like, dude, you guys should sell it. The coupon code doesn't work. How does it not when we've already had it work?
Really?
It should work. It's 5-star.
5-star. That's it. Let us know if it doesn't work.
Or try tomorrow. Or try at the end of the show. But yeah, that's the coupon code. It should work.
That's it.
Anyways, what is the AudioControl 4-channel amp is Bluetooth compatible? There isn't a 4-channel amp that is Bluetooth compatible. It's only the 6-channel amp that's Bluetooth compatible. The 4-channel didn't have enough room to add in the port for the Bluetooth dongle, so that is only going to be on the 6-channel. The 6-channel, the 810, the 610, and that's it. So none of the.
Any news for the Pioneer new line on wireless audio play head units?
Wireless audio play?
Like a CarPlay.
Well, they've had
Auto.
they've had CarPlay and Android Auto, so there's nothing new there to report. They have wirelessly. The only thing that they added this year was the vehicle tracking system to plug into your OBD2 port. They added those. That's about it. I mean, they had some neat stuff. All Pioneer stuff is up on their site right now, though, so you can check it out. But
hey, that's awesome. I never heard those subs either. AudioFrog.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What's up, Fernando? Awesome.
What's up, man? Buddy. What's up, Brad?
A radio with a 13-band EQ is good enough adjustment for a system. So, okay, we all got to start somewhere. And 13 bands is a great place to start. Is 13 bands enough? for most situations, 13 band will get the job done. The problem is once you've ran into, so I guess let's preface it with you have an aftermarket stereo, you have 13 bands. You're already starting with a flat signal, so you don't have a bunch of stuff to fix. Now it's just tuning if you got some good speakers, they're going to have their natural characteristics.
Yep.
Now it's just tuning it for your personal taste.
Yes.
13 bands should do that. They should allow you to get it to about where you want it to be.
Correct.
The problem you run into is that if you want to do fine tuning, meaning you want to EQ left, you want to EQ right, that's when 13 band becomes an issue because you only have 13 for everything.
Right.
So it's a great place to start though, because it will help you figure out whether you need more. Because if you adjust the 13 bands and you're happy, move on. Life is great. If you adjust the 13 bands and you're still sitting there going, that's when that's telling you straight up that's not enough
Chihuahua.
for you. You're going to want more. And at that point, you want to get into a real RTA. I'm sorry, a real RTA, a real DSP that has more adjustments. So like a DM-608.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about audio control.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah.
That's cool.
What do you guys think of the SoundStream stealth amplifiers? Have we put those in? Did we put those in?
We put. I don't know what model was the SoundStream.
We don't do a lot with SoundStream, so there again. All those, any amplifier, you obviously have good, better, best when it comes to amplifier qualities. And my take on it, it doesn't matter whose name is on it.
Yep.
As long as you understand what you're buying, good, better, or best, and you treat it accordingly, you won't have any problems with them. So if it's like, if you're buying a 4,000 watt amplifier for $250 and you expect it to just take a beating all day long, it's not going to happen that way. It's just not made to do that.
Yeah.
So as long as you're buying there's a reason why amps cost $500 and there's a reason why amps cost $200 and there's a reason why amp costs $50.
Yeah.
There's different things you get all across the board.
Yeah.
They'll all make speakers louder. Some of them will do it better than others. But we all got to start somewhere. I mean, the first amplifier I bought was a JSE, and then I moved on to a Sherwood 180 and a Sherwood 240. Okay, those were cheap amps back in the 80s, so that's what I had. It was long before or long after that I bought my first Orion amplifier, which cost me more money than the 3 amplifiers I had put together after that. So, but after tasting that of quality, or better, I should say, it was like, I was ruined. After that, it became an audio snob.
Yeah.
I had to have the best.
All right, so what is your absolute favorite DSP? I know you like the DSR-1, however, is there
I don't really have a favorite one right now. I honestly, right now in the car,
so
we have the
like
Alpine.
the DSR-1 because it's easy to work.
It's easy to use. Price point is great.
Like you can work with that, no problem. As like Christian have one.
Boss Audio.
Yeah.
See, the problem is the DSPs aren't cheap.
No.
Weren't cheap up until like the DSR-1
yeah.
came out, or the Dayton. The Dayton's nice. Or the Alpine that I'm running in the Camaro right now. It's $350.
Or the Phoenix Gold.
$270. That's like $500.
Yeah.
You had the Bit 1, which was $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to explain to somebody that they needed to spend $1,000 on something that they might not even understand how it works or any of that was tough. Well, now DSP is becoming more reasonable, and what we're trying to do is get our hands on as many of them as we can this year to play with them and figure out, okay, what features are cool and what features suck, and what features are necessary and what features aren't, and depending on what you're trying to do, make a better recommendation for that. A lot of people like, just putting them in and hitting an auto button. Fix.
You know my answer, of course, Jail.
Yeah. Like a DM-608 and a DM-810, when integrating into a factory stereo, has an auto button on it. So you can hit auto and it'll go ahead, and if you're paying peak noise, it'll go ahead and flatten it out for you. It makes setup real easy. And then from there, you can just push up and down wherever you want to make it sound better. It has input-output RTAs, which is great. The DSR-1 has parametric EQ and really easy to use interface for an iPad, which is great. The Alpine I have, it has a 31 band parametric EQ for all channels, and it's 12 channel DSP. It's got power, so it just really depends on what you're trying to do.
Hey, well, the Helix too,
range, DIY
Mini
mobile audio.
DSP starts on $100, yeah.
Yeah, so my say is just buy one and start playing with it. You're gonna figure out real quick. Now that they're the price point that they are, they're cheap enough to play with and have fun and figure out your limitations or what you need more of.
Let's see.
All day on that. How long would it take? All day. Takes that. How many hours does it take you to do a door? What do we figure about? 3 hours a door?
Like
2 to 3 hours a door? Full was like 3 to 4 hours.
Yes.
So a door takes anywhere between 2 to 4 hours.
2 to 4 hours.
Just meaning taking the door panel off, putting the door panel on.
Yeah, like
everything in between.
From the moment I start like screwing one to put it back in and everything good.
So it really
like
just depends on the takeoff time. Trying to understand the flexibility I have with doing custom components setup with a Rockford woofer and an Alpine tweeter with the audio pipe passive crossovers. Both woofers and tweeters are 4 ohm. I don't understand that one. Which one is better? AudioControl, DSP, or and there again, it depends what you're trying to do as far as which one is better to suit your needs. If you're going high level and you need to do summing, the AudioControl will smoke it. When you're, we recently took out one for the other, and we had to. It was a rep thing, but the AudioControl had more. It sounded better. It was clear. It was a bigger piece. It had better components in it. So it just depends.
Yeah.
What do you got? As far as like the AudioControl stuff, the AudioControl stuff is always good. There's never they make good stuff.
They make good stuff. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy.
Stefan,
buddy. He owns a shop, so they break into it.
Oh,
a few weeks ago. It's in Raleigh, so that sucks, man.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
I've had that happen. The coupon code is accepted. In what website? Oh, I'm sorry. Where did you do with it? Oh, AudioControl.com. So you're buying it directly off of. You're going to AudioControl's website. So you got to go right to AudioControl.com. Select on the piece, and then when you're checking out, you put in the coupon code. Hey guys, is 200 hertz enough for a full range for the epicenter to work with? Yeah, 200 hertz isn't bad. If you really want to see how the epicenter works, go to our AudioControl playlist and watch that video on the epicenter. We break down exactly how to set it up, how it works, what it's doing, what the signal looks like. We do a very in-depth overview of how that thing is creating the sound that it's creating. Correct. So that because we wanted to know too. Everyone has talked about the epicenter for years and years and years. This magical mo better bass button. Well, that's cool. Exactly. But why is it doing what it's doing? How do you set it up for one? Because up until now, it's just magically turn a dial. Well, no, you can actually set it up and have it do specifically what you want. No one's ever thought to do it.
Yep.
Coupon code not working. Okay. Wow. Guys, good to see you. Good to see you. I can't stand thieves. Yeah, they suck.
Yeah.
What's your favorite subwoofer for SPL? Don't really have one.
No,
not really. I mean, there's a ton of them. I mean, they all something with a big magnet, a big basket, and a big surround.
And a big box. Yeah. Do I need an epicenter for my sub? I already have a DSP connected.
They do two totally different things. Yes. An epicenter is our harmonic restoration device. A DSP is an EQ, a time delay, and all that other fun stuff. Yep. The two don't do the same thing.
No, I mean, you can use it.
Yeah. You can use both together. Yeah. So the epicenter is designed to make bass where bass doesn't exist. So for example, if you're listening to something like Van Halen where you got a and it's not a boom 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 boom. If you want it to be that, an epicenter will do that because it takes a higher frequency and moves it down an octave and makes a lot of bass out of it. It's really kind of cool.
Oh, this is good. Do you think the bass knobs are a must?
Yes. Yeah. Especially if you're using a Pioneer radio because you have to hit 4 buttons to get to the bass control on it. Yeah. Kenwood's not so bad. You can just hit the EQ button on the face and then up and down.
The new ones.
Well, no, they're the same.
The old ones, it's kind of like...
No, anything, you hit the EQ, subwoofer.
No, definitely bass knob.
But the bass knob is real simple. You just up, down, hey, good to go. So I was never a fan of bass knobs, mainly because I had to mount them.
Paul loves bass knobs.
But Paul loves bass knobs, so for the past
get
6 or 7 years, it's been like, hey, we're putting a bass knob in. It's more of a love-hate relationship, but like I know when we're tuning a car, if we didn't put a bass knob in, it drives me up the wall.
Yeah,
it's like
definitely.
I go and we'll grab a bass knob, just plug it into the amp, and you know, play with it, and then unplug it, and okay, bye. Yeah. Because I want to turn the subwoofer off most of the time, just so I can tune everything else. I had experience with Image Dynamic ID Max subwoofers. I really think those are my next subwoofers. No, but it's funny you should mention that because I was actually just talking to them because they're owned by. Who were we just talking about?
Power Acoustic? No.
Powerbase.
Powerbase.
Yeah, the ID Max, the ID Image Dynamic is owned by Powerbase. And we were talking about the ID Max because we used to be a huge Image Dynamic dealer when I was at my previous employer.
Yeah.
And they're still handmade here in the United States by two guys.
Yeah.
The original guy and his helper. And we were talking about how it's like he had to train this guy and he's real picky. And no, the ID Max is a really cool product for sure. But that's all it is. They only make that, and it does amazing things. What amp built is in 6-channel DSP 6-channel recommend to run front components active and rear 6.5 components? Well, since we are talking about AudioControl does make the D6-1200, but there are others that will do it. Depending on what your price point is. You can even use the Kenwood D600 or 6 whatever. Yep. It's 2-channel input. But that'll work too. You can use your phone. Hey, from the UK. Yeah. So, but yeah, there are others. You know, if you want to go outboard DSP, Phoenix Gold makes a couple 6 channels, and then of course Moscone has a couple. Just really gets how much you want to spend. Froze House, okay. Hammer, the ID Max are for sound quality. I don't know. That surround's pretty impressive. They do put out a ton of bass.
That's true.
On Pioneer Double Dins AV head unit, did you connect the epicenter to the sub out or the rear channel RCAs from the head units? We connected it to the subwoofer output, turn the crossover off. Or no, you can't on some of those Pioneers, so you just turn it up to the 200 hertz. So when we were testing it, that's what we were doing. We were using the 200 hertz. Yeah. Because talking with AudioControl, they just want to make sure, the reason why they said turn it off is because they didn't want to have the debate on what frequency it should be at.
Yep.
And they want to make sure that, you know, if you're trying to make 60 hertz sound better, you need to have the capability to get up to 120 hertz.
Correct.
Okay? Because that's the frequency it's going to start at to work to make 60 louder.
Yeah.
So that's why they want those higher frequencies playing into it, so that they can grab those and amplify them.
Yeah.
Okay, I know they kind of suck, but can you recommend an underseat all-in-one subwoofer box, Super Forester? So Kicker. Apparently Kicker makes a ton of those, and they sell a ton of those, and they do really well with them. But yeah, Kicker makes one. Check it out for your underseat gimmick.
You got this one?
What's the best speaker for old school hip hop and talk radio? Focal, Hertz, Morel, or other? Talk radio is really the tough one there. Mm-hmm. You know, really it comes to having a good EQ. I think either one of those is going to sound good for hip hop. They're all gonna kill it on hip hop. You know, Focal and Hertz if you want a really bright, loud, sharp tweeter. Mm-hmm. Morel if you want something a little tamer. But a good EQ setting is what you're going to need for talk radio, because you're going to want to do the opposite. You know, most EQ settings, you boost bass, you boost treble. When you're doing talk radio, you reduce treble, you reduce bass, because you have sound and you have sound when people are talking that gets stupid loud, and you need to bring that down, rein that in.
Joey, go to soundman.com. So
The Last Boring Life was funny. Thank you. We had fun making that. Not really. It was disgusting. What brand would you recommend for highs? There again,
depends.
It depends. Yeah. So we carry here. We have to offer you Focal, Hertz, Audison, Morel. Those are our 3 exotic brands, and we also have Alpine, Kenwood, Pioneer, Kicker, Rockford. What am I missing? That's it, right?
Kenwood, yeah. You said
Kenwood, so that's it. Yeah. So we have, and we stock all of them. Paul's nuts. Okay.
Yeah.
And we have good, better, best, all of them. Like we just don't stock one series. No, he stocks all this stuff. So you know.
Phoenix Gold. We have
Phoenix Gold. Sorry, we have Phoenix Gold. Yeah, that soda was nasty. So
what brand soda you recommend?
Burners. So you know when you're coming to us and you're like that guy that wants to like, hey, listen, I want Dean to help me design a system.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk for a little bit because we need to figure out what you're trying to do, how much power you're gonna run, what kind of music you listen to most of the time, not all the time, you know, or all the time. Phoenix Gold, we sell Phoenix Gold.
Yep.
And so we want to work through that and find out which one works for you. So to say, hey, what is the best speaker? It's too broad of a question. I can't answer that here. There are speakers I can recommend that I know are good, depending on the price point you want to be in. But that's not necessarily going to work for your needs.
Yeah.
Audio control amps? Yes, audio control amps are great.
Oh, totally.
We have this one right here we were just talking about earlier. This is the ACM series amplifier. They make 3 of these. They make the 1-300, a 2-300, and this is the 4-300. They all put out 300 watts. They're all small in size. You can mount the cover plate on the back or the front. This is a cover plate here. You take this off. There's controls here. You can flip the cover plate any way you want. So if you have to put this in some strange place where you're going to mount it like this or mount it like that, or you want to mount 2 of them together, they make a top plate. So you can take a 300 one and a 400 one, and you can mount them together, and they sell a top plate so you can make a cool looking 5-channel amp if you want. But yeah, really nice amplifiers. Lots of power for the money.
Yeah. What do they say? Start the installer classes.
No.
It's like we don't even have the time. We don't even have the time sometimes to.
Yeah, the bass restore from WaveTech just started shipping. So we're going to talk to Bill and see if we can get our hands on one of those because a lot of people have been asking about it. And we want to do the same review that we did on the Epicenter on that. Still want those silicone fast rings. Yeah, Metro's making the new ones. We have them. We haven't done anything with them yet, but we do have them. We'll have to grab some, and I just keep saying that. I just keep forgetting. What has better sound, Focal K2 Elites or the Pioneer Hi-Res 6.5? K2s. They're not even in the same like ballpark price point. No, I mean it's they're both great speakers. Don't get me wrong. The Hi-Res Pioneers sound great. It's I think our new favorite speaker for Jeeps.
Yeah, that was the Pioneer Z-Series.
Because we've done a couple Jeeps Wranglers with them now, and the complaint with the Wranglers that there's always so much road noise and the tweeter gets lost and all that. So we put
the Pioneers.
We were like, let's do some of these. I mean, we've been doing a lot of the Rockfords, and I'm not a fan of P1s at all, and Ts are nice, but so we've been doing a couple of these Z-Series Pioneers, and it's really nice.
Let's see, what did he say right here?
I've been looking.
Android Audio is a lot lately. Curious, it's a decent DSP will completely take care of the horrible sound quality. Yeah, definitely a DSP.
It will help, but remember, if the source coming into the DSP sucks, it's still gonna suck. Yeah. So
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's gonna help.
It's gonna help. You know, when we were talking with what was it, Linkswell, they were like, yeah, you're gonna need. We were like, how is this gonna sound? And like, add a DSP, and we're like. Really? Like, yeah, there's not what they're made for. The problem is on the back end side is how long are they going to last? And if that's the case, why are we buying them? Just for a big touchscreen? I mean, I don't know. These are all the questions you want to kind of figure out, and what is the purpose of what you're trying to do. But yeah. All right. With that being said, let's talk about audio control DM-RTA. So for those who didn't catch it, this is the DM-RTA. This is the Wonder Tool. It works on Windows. It works on Mac. It works on iPad. Right now, if you go ahead and order it from them, it's $650. Go back at the beginning of the video if you missed it. We'll talk about why spending $650 on this is a deal. But if you type in our coupon code, audio control, and if it's not working, call them on Monday and say, how come my 5-star coupon code isn't working? They're going to send you the Bluetooth. What the Bluetooth will allow you to do is control it from your iPad. So this guy right here is being controlled off screen by this DM-RTA right here that we're looping through. So you're seeing on this is the RTA running a pink noise that we've chosen. It's this guy. I can turn the volume up and down here if I want. You'll notice the screen goes down. I can turn it back up. This has the Bluetooth dongle plugged into it. That's that guy blinking right there. This is the same Bluetooth dongle that everyone has been waiting for their amplifiers. It does a lot of neat stuff. These are the 2 microphones that are available to you if you need. It does not come with a microphone, so if you don't have one, go ahead and order one. Awesome.
Yeah.
And grab the other signs. Let's end this show before we go. Now listen, I want you guys to have a safe and wonderful weekend. It's Saturday night, so go out, have a good time. Remember, Android. Remember, Uber, Lyft, they're both inexpensive. These things here, if you want a sticker, go to this place, we'll send you 3 stickers. If you need tools for your job, DNF Tool Drawer is the place to go where you can find all the tools that we use. If you want a cool shirt, not like the Audio Frog one that I'm wearing, but a cool one that says 5-star on them. They start at like 17 bucks. Go ahead, pick one up, teespring.com/store/5-star. If you want to become a Patreon member and support the show, you get a video version of the podcast. That's right, we do a podcast. Flip the screen. It's available for you on iTunes, Google Play Music, and Podbeam. We do it twice a month. It's a lot of fun. If you're on the Patreon, you get it first.
Yeah,
you get the only video version of it, and there we go. So awesome. I'll text Chris to make sure that a couple of you guys are having a hard time with this.
Yeah.
Uber is cheap. Patreon is cheap too. Yes, thank you.
There you go.
Have a great weekend, guys. Boring Life of Dean and Haley is the other channel I have where you get to see me do
dumb stuff
with my daughter. It's a lot of fun for us, and it's a way to keep things.
So real quick, Audio Control
is working now. Okay, so thank you, Audio Control. Chris is on it, or
Audio Control is on it.
Yeah, Audio Control is on it. So the code is working now. 5-star will get you the discount. So, and what that discount is when you buy this guy.
When you buy this guy,
you get this, which means you can do this. Which means I can take this anywhere. I can put this in a car, over here, in a tree.
And believe me, you need this.
And I can control it all from my cool guy here. Now keep in mind, like we said, it is Windows, it is Mac, it's both. So it's awesome. If you're catching it late, you didn't catch us spending the first 20 minutes of the show talking about this bad boy, it's battery operated. That's why I'm able to do this, by the way. Go back and check it out.
Check it out.
Because it takes the place of all these cool tools. I don't have to use any of this stuff anymore.
Everything, you have it right here.
I won't have to use it. I won't have to use it. I don't have to come over here anymore and grab my PA.
Nothing.
And don't ask. I'm not giving it away. I love this. I don't have to use this guy.
You got everything right here.
This guy anymore. That's right. It's all right there. I can have lots of fun. If you're a hobbyist, if you're a professional, if you don't have an RTA, if you don't have an oscilloscope, if you don't have a way to meter these signals that are coming out of that stuff,
yes, it's 150 bucks off. Look at that. Exactly. Yeah. So make sure you go Audio Control.
This is 150 bucks. So you get $800 worth of stuff for 650 bucks.
Exactly.
You can't beat that.
No,
Don't forget to pick up a microphone. Okay.
Yeah,
you can get this guy here for 80 bucks. Or 89 bucks.
Yep.
You can get this guy here, which is the better one, for 145 bucks.
There you go.
Thank you guys so much as always for tuning in.
Thank you, Audio Control.
Thank you, Audio Control. And this is, of course, while supplies last.
Right.
Key for everything. We're going to talk about this again on Monday. I apologize, but we're going to talk about this on Monday because we want you guys to have these products. We want you guys to have this tool because if you have this tool, you're going to be the guy in town that people are going to because you're going to know how to do it. And of course, I'm going to link in the bottom of this show to the video we did using this on how to test a factory radio and use this tool and watch it. If you haven't, I know you guys have probably already seen it, so it's all good there.
Yeah.
But if you haven't, go ahead and check that out. Otherwise, you guys have a great, wonderful, awesome, safe weekend. Get your Audio Frog shirt at Audio Frog. We'll see you guys Monday. Have a wonderful night as always.
Bye.
That.